Take your pick.
All magic flies before me. Out of my way.
Everybody get set.
As thou will it. Yes.
"30 seconds to showtime."
I.
First blood!
I go.
And here we go.
Magic shall not prevail.
No more bets, please.
Truth compels me. None shall hinder me. The true path. I go. I'm under attack. The path is clear. Onward. 'Tis on thy head.
Thinkest thee to frighten me?
Crack your knuckles and get comfortable. Pick any of these fellas.
Anti-mage. I go.
Everybody get
Truth
set.
compels me. The true path. I. Onward. None shall hinder me. The path is clear. I go.
And they're off.
Magic shall not prevail. Yes. Out of my way. As thou will it. To aid my cause. Truth compels me. I go. Denied. Onward. I'm under attack.
No one.
I vow thy ruin. I go. I turn magic aside. I. Out of my way. I'll strike thee down. As thou will it.
Denial is the heart of discipline.
What's thine is mine. Are you even trying? Yeah. Vile creatures. The true path. The path is clear. None shall hinder me.
Missing top.
I. Yes. I go. Spawn of sorcery.
Selfish.
I'm under attack.
A soldier's fortune.
None shall hinder me. Magic be dashed. Begone. The true path. I go. As thou will it. Onward.
You'll see no gold.
Truth compels me. The path is clear. Out of my way.
Mission middle!
Yes. I go. The true path. Truth compels me. First blood!
First blood,
Aye.
a fundamental principle of warfare.
Onward. As thou will it. I'm under attack! I go. Out of my way. 'Tis mine. The path is clear. Out of my way. 'Tis on thy head. The true path. Onward.
How'd that happen? What the? How'd that happen?
The path is clear. Get thee hence. I light into darkness.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
I go. As thou will it. Truth compels me. Tis on thy head. Aye. None shall I go. I'm under attack. I vow thy ruin. Yes.
Missing top.
The path is clear. Now count thy costs. Onward. Get thee hence. Begone. If not now, by grace. The cost of magic. Spawn of sorcery. I go. I go.
Hello.
The troop.
Not much yourself. So which game have we got tonight then for 10 o'clock?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. Should be a decent game.
I.
Who's doing
As
Green
thou
Special
wilt.
Forces? Is that Turnpike? Must be
None
it.
shall hinder me.
Yeah.
Out of my way. Truth compels me.
So how many people we got in? Just me and you?
The true path.
Because I might be able to get Rob and roll.
The path is clear. Truth
I
compels
can
me.
ask. Rob's a professional caster. Let's find him.
Out of my way. I'm under attack. Onward. Yes.
Yeah, because Rob does stuff for ESO. Watch some of the group stages for them. So
I go.
he knows his shit. He knows how to cast. And potentially Shinobi.
I go.
Oh, might have him. Might have him.
As thou will it. Thou hast paid the price. Thou art denied.
Your mid tower's in a bit of a bind.
The reward of virtue. Have at thee. I go.
Your mid tower's coming apart.
I go.
Your mid tower needs a little help.
Sorceries.
If it came a bit more heads up, he probably would have done it, but yeah, fish. That's alright. If we plan one next time, could probably grab him.
The path is clear. Tis most rewarding. Truth compels me. Vile creatures. As thou will it. Onward. I vow thy ruin. Spawn of sorcery. The true path. I.
Killing spree.
None shall hinder me. Out of my way.
We need to get ready to join this lobby, don't we?
Yes. Double kill.
Yeah.
Killing spree.
I fear no vile sorcery.
Who's in these teams, do we know? Let's have a look. I can't remember who it is. Is it 2Hot4Dota? Is it that one? Or is it... That should be a good one. And they're up against... So that is probably GrumpyNerd, Heretic, Retro, Amos, and Zeraxsas. So my money, if I was to put it straight away, is on 2Hot. Which, to be honest, you expect Desi's to win that. But they're unpredictable. They're unpredictable. As soon as you stick in action, Dan, your team's unpredictable. Let's see, right, so there's GTI lobby. You have the Mark Wahlberg team setting up. So we're just waiting for next team to set up. Yeah. And he's a NA player, so he should be up at this sort of time. No excuse for that. Oh no, this could mean I might have to play for them. Oh. Well, there's the lobby up. Looks like Goon International Series 15. Looks like there's some shit talk in the Goon International channel. There we go, there's Zeraxsas, I think. Oh no. Amos, Heretic. No, still no. That's Shak, so that's 2Hot4Dota appearing. So let's jump in with them, see how they're doing. Come in. Yeah, just click join.
Mile who hasn't turned up for a game. So how did your first series go? Have you played 2 now?
This is our second.
This is our first
Oh,
series.
okay. And you've
Really?
got
It went
Yeah.
Are
pretty
you
bad.
living? So you're living the carry life, Retrofrog. Is that correct?
Yeah.
How's that been going?
I feel like it wasn't my fault we lost, so I'm good.
Okay, that's good.
That's all I really hoped for. Is
Whoa,
like,
spoilers.
make it
Not
be me.
lads, not my fault.
Yeah,
whose fault is it then,
I'm
Retrofrog?
not saying
Tell
it's
us.
entirely one person's fault either. I'm just glad
Name
it's
some
not
names.
entirely my fault.
Name and shame them.
Name and shame. Do it now.
Well,
No,
I won my lane.
Give-
I'm saying it
Give
was like a
give your
team
friends
failure.
psychic damage.
Well, actually, lads, I won my lane and not my
Sorry,
problem.
so actually,
It was
clear, we
entirely
played
the
it.
fault of
I
our
did in one
stand-in
game. I
team
was down
member.
10 farm on my opponent, so I don't know how. But Strats
I would love to say it was Yoi's fault, but Yoi did some fucking heavy lifting.
It's always yours fault.
Yoi is allowed a week off from the gym.
Does that mean you're both missing players and having stand-ins?
I don't think so. Not us, at least.
No, we've
Yeah,
got
last
some.
week.
Or I say some. We've got all of ours.
Well, Ben's not here
You're
yet.
saying that before Zeraxsas has showed up.
I mean, Zeraxsas was around like 2 hours
He is.
ago,
He's
'cause-
saying he's going to be about 10 minutes late.
Okay.
10
Well,
minutes
it's only 5 to now.
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
quite yet.
I think that's because he had the time zones mixed up because he was sniffing around 2 hours ago, going, "Aren't we playing now?"
Oh my god.
Oh,
I
that's
wish.
just cruel. That is
I wish.
cool,
I
Amos.
wish. I have a.
I do
I have
not
an
wish
8 a.m.
because I only finished work about an hour and a half ago.
I have an 8 a.m. 4-hour lecture tomorrow, but I have to get up about 2 hours sooner to get ready and sort some things out.
Rip.
Yeah, I had
and
that.
It's 11.
I had that this
It's
Monday.
11 for me
Yeah.
currently.
Yeah, I start work at 8:30, so I've got to crawl out of bed about 8 o'clock. It's terrible.
No, I wish I could get up at 8. I have to start about.
I've
at least
got to
7.
stumble the whole 2 meters from my bed to my chair.
Yeah.
You get out of bed? I just pick the laptop off the floor.
I mean, I assume that I should put some pants on. No.
My work laptop is literally right down by the side of my bed right now. I can reach down and grab it. And that is literally what I do at 9 o'clock.
I mean,
in the morning
I
when
could
wake up.
work. I could use my work laptop from my bed, but then it's very difficult to see my other 2 monitors. So it makes it sad.
I've got a word of advice for everyone from Sun Tzu. It is easy to love your friend, but sometimes the hardest lesson is to learn to love your enemy. So if
Oh, that's very nice.
That's
Thank
great.
you, Sun Tzu.
Go fuck yourself.
Used Football Manager for this?
Yeah, so Sun Tzu never played in the GOONTI National.
That's
No,
true.
he played Dota.
Where do you think Sun Tzu would calibrate?
I reckon he'd tilt out before the end of his 10.
Oh no, he's the manager. Sun Tzu would be the manager.
He'd be just writing like Dota Fire guides.
He would be like the guide maker everyone uses. He'd be like Immortal Faith.
You'd have Immortal Faith. You'd have what's the other guy?
Bellini, and
And
Sun
you'd
Tzu.
have Sun Tzu.
What is Ari saying? What does 3FFF 3?
That's the other game.
Yeah,
They need a
that's
standard.
How did
Goon
that
Special
game-
Forces.
Yeah, how did that first game go for them? I assume Goon Special Forces lost, right?
Oh, probably terribly. Yeah, that's not a
Yeah,
terrible team.
There are some clips in the GOONTI National channel which pretty much sum it up.
Yeah, well, one of those wasn't a Goons National game. That was just
No,
Chrono.
one that was
terrible.
Chrono in the in-houses after a comment that one of the players in the GOONTI National very closely resembled something that someone thought they'd seen before.
Yes.
Actual serious question.
Ironically, though.
Oh,
sorry. Carry on.
Yeah, because me and Cortez are casting. Do you guys know what the password is for the lobby?
Aries setting up another lobby, so we have to wait.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Still
we'll let
waiting for
Ari do it.
So it's not
yeah,
that's not the other.
Zeraxsas is taking a bio break and then we'll be on.
Taking a
fine.
what?
Hang on.
I mean,
He's in the shitter.
Let's make sure I'm
Oh,
streaming it to
wait.
Discord. Make sure you can all see my nightmare.
Streaming Zeraxsas taking a shit.
Nobody.
I'm not allowed to do that in this Discord, and I do actually charge entry for the one that I'm allowed to do that in.
Oh, Southampton supporter. Oh.
Southampton. A friend of mine moved to Southampton.
Wait, who just
the
said
other
that?
week.
Who said that? Who made those noises?
Oh, I don't know.
You're not on my team. I can't kick you.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, you have no power here.
I like how you just had to check that in case. I heard I heard Zeraxsas say he hates Southampton too. Actually,
Isn't Zeraxsas American? What reason does he have?
No, he really hates Southampton. So
He's from Portsmouth. That's why he hates Southampton.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, someone with the knowledge.
That's Portsmouth.
Feels there's a
California,
lack
I'm
of
sure
depth.
there's-
Yes, because my fucking best centre back forced a move.
Hey, get Phil Jones in.
I should
hang
go
on,
get
wait.
some
Where's my shortlist? Where is? Oh, it's because I'm still on a specific search. Oh, let's actually look at my fucking. Where's the one I'm looking for? Right, I'll just search. Everybody's favourite player, Jizz Hornbill.
Wow.
Oh, he's got good decisions. I'll pay attention in like 6 seasons' time when he transitions to being a coach. Anyway, back to actually looking for like young centre backs that I can develop. Sort by age. Why? No,
Right, I'm
I
getting
signed him
bored
as
now.
centre back. You fucking insane people.
Are you going to need a stand-in for your stand-in?
Yeah, we got no
We
standards
don't
this
have a
time.
standard.
We
Oh, sorry,
are
yeah,
actually
he's
We
gonna
had a
showing up.
stand-in
Sorry,
last
full-
time.
We're actually showing up with the full team this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's will be our
Our
first game altogether.
our full lack of strength is turning up.
Oh, 23-year-old Argentinian. Don't want to sell. Oh, not what they'll be saying in January when I weigh 50 mil at them.
I'm glad you're very focused on this game of Dota we're about to play.
This is how I get in the Dota zone. I play something very cerebral, and then that
I
takes
quite like
enough
that,
of.
actually.
It takes enough of my higher brain. Look, I have a 65 mil transfer budget. I'll just waive 50 mil at some team for whoever gets injured in like late December.
Okay, well, I like the strategy. That makes a bit more sense.
I mean, it's the most prep we've done.
We've not done too much. I think a lot of it's just been Snoop carrying us with like really good advice on things. But
I mean, in the in-house, I played with Zoey, and she said, "Oh, I've looked at your Dota buff," and I said, "When are we playing against you?" She said, "Next year."
Yeah,
we did.
We
We did a little
absolutely
bit.
have not snooped through all your profiles and
I
looked at the
haven't.
heroes you play.
Joke's on
Jo-
you.
jo-
I haven't
jokes on
played
you,
Dota
I've been
until
cabin
now.
I
crawling
cast
all
your
week.
series at the weekend because I definitely, when I did like effort for the cast at the weekend, I did like actual research on teams.
I don't think so. Did you cast with Butch Joe?
No.
No. It
No,
must be-
I was casting the other simultaneous series.
Yeah.
Yeah, ours was
Which because the first one went long for no fucking reason. Because sorry, this is a constant and long-held complaint. People playing in goon lobbies don't seem to understand how to press GG when the game is obviously fucking over. And it drives me.
That's true. That's true.
I could be losing, and I'm like, this game's fucking over. This game's
If
fucking
you want,
over.
if you want to
And the
play,
rest of the team are like, no, we can get back in. We can get back in. And I'm like, we've just lost two tier 3s. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, if you want to sit here and go and press GG, you can fuck off and play League.
Okay, right. I'll allow people to have that opinion in a pub, but in a ticketed captain's mode lobby, especially when you're playing a 2-game series, like if the game is over, just get done with it and move to the next one.
You've got to give the fans the content that they deserve.
The fans
I wanted to call
deserve
GG
nothing.
before we even
No,
started
don't give
the game,
Period
'cause I was
anything.
convinced we'd
GG
lost.
minute 1 to Period has nothing to watch.
I was convinced we lost in the draft in my master.
We all do it. You can't
Do
keep
the
us all.
longest draft possible.
I mean, to be fair, we did lose in the draft in our last series. So
Apparently,
game,
the
the second
commentators
game-
thought
well,
in our
we also
second
sort of
game
lost
we'd
in
had
the
better.
draft.
no, in the last in-house.
I'll say this: they tried to ban out our draft in our first series and failed because we have a
They
Like-
did so much better in the first game.
Shaq.
I'm not going to name. I'm not going to name any
zip it,
specifics. I'm not, no. Bast. I'm going to say it. We are unbannable.
Oh
I'm
man.
going to say it.
God.
Can someone message Eri to ban Shak from the Discord?
I feel like you guys need a safe word for Shak.
It's like,
Oh, I wish we had he never shuts up.
Fucking bring it.
You should
The power is onto his head.
the fucking like
Oh,
when
YouTube boxing.
we're in game, Ben and Shak are the most entertaining couple of people to listen to.
No,
when they're
entertaining
talking.
couple, you could say.
Yes, indeed.
I'm quiet in mid lane.
No,
I can't focus on one
Oh,
of
Strax
things,
has
so
been
I'm
broken for
silent
ages.
for the first half an hour.
Don't give them too much of our dynamic.
Premier League team playing a
Oh,
lot
the Strats backend is receiving a major update.
It's incredible. You might get like a sample of it
the PA
because
episode
they
is
like
out.
to. Oh, yep, there we go. A start of it. Ben and Shaq like to talk through each other. It's incredible. You know it's true.
Right, seriously, I think Zeraxsas might have like a colon problem. Like, how long
He's
has he been on
dead.
the toilet here?
He's American, like, do you not understand?
fucking-
he
he's
has to, like,
fucking
it takes
It's
him,
all
like,
that
10
high
minutes to walk
fructose
to
corn
it.
syrup.
No, it just takes him, like, 10-15 minutes to walk to the toilet.
Americans also.
That is actually.
Win that.
Bear in mind, you have a guy in this call with an actual bowel disease.
No, it's also.
And you didn't take that long.
Just imagine, you don't know about his disability, do you, Zerax?
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah,
specifics, but I know he has one.
He's in a wheelchair.
See,
I
you're
don't know
all-
his
you're all
specifics
watching-
either, but I know he is in a wheelchair. So the
You're all
comment
bashing
of
me for
walking walking to it was like, ooh.
Oh right, I see. Yeah, that is a little risky.
I mean, he's never mentioned it to me.
At least someone made a comment worse than me.
What's he gonna
You
do?
understand?
Walk out?
You're just calling him fat.
I think I'd rather.
Hello?
I think I'd rather talk too
Amos,
much if this
Amos,
is what
get
happens.
this guy off your team, please.
Cancel him.
Go on.
Bullying
Hang it.
your own players.
Oh my god.
Fucking my god, James Ward-Prowse Worldies. My god.
It's like,
Oh, that
that's
might
the
be
next
a
fact about
an
that
update.
shows up during the game. Retrofrog bullies his team.
Oh yeah.
We are
coming up this
literally
time.
named after a
Fucking
guy who is
score.
guilty of multiple hate crimes.
I
Might
think
well
it
check
is-
Gen
that is
Clive.
true.
The guy your
I think
team
he
is
does-
named after has a brother who's a better actor but also less famous.
It's fine. We're actually flirting with an organ if we perform well. Oh, that's a fucking foul.
Is it Alliance? Or Alliance the sponsor?
Yeah.
There's a
We're
game
gonna
client
get
update.
if we perform well in this game, they're gonna take over.
We have a
sponsorship
stand-in.
duties
It's
for us.
Nico baby.
Did any of you watch the game against Team Balls where the CM gets a fucking 2v1 kill on a faceless void?
No.
No, I didn't watch it.
Oh,
I
Alliance-
knew that they
just look
picked
at- just
Pudge
look at the
and
red.
lost.
That was the game they lost, but during that game, a Tide and a faceless void tried to jump a CM, and the CM fucking killed the void and walked away.
Incredible.
Just to note,
Paid enough
there's
fucking money for you.
there's
Say
a
it like
client
6
update.
times. I did
Oh.
say it like
There is?
Why would
6
Harry do
times.
this?
Oh yeah, I had a 350 megabyte update.
Oh wow!
I said the PA persona was out.
It is out. It is out. I'm having a look at it now. It does look
Oh,
pretty
where's the
fucking sweet.
CM one? That's what I'm after.
Coming soon.
The first,
Right,
sorry, the
and PA
CM
this
first sonar, I should say.
Oh. Good.
Fuck's sake! There goes my my
Who
hotspot
got
data
the
connection.
best
For fuck's sake!
Oh shit!
Oh no!
Why is this a 350 meg update?
Well,
Oh,
PA.
you
I
have
fucking
enough to play
virtual
with.
boobies
I
couldn't
I have
sending
I have
us.
I have made some donations to my phone provider, and they have so graciously given me some extra megabytes to play on today.
Some
That is if
sacrifices for the gods.
that is if fucking
Ooh.
Valve doesn't hog them all with frivolous updates.
Ooh, interesting cinematic.
The Arcana is out. Zeraxsas is finally booting up, so the lobby is up.
Yeah, it's a pretty good Arcana, being honest.
Yeah.
Isn't it a persona?
Oh,
It
Persona,
is a
sorry.
Persona, yes.
Stereo Potato, it's basically the
He
same
is,
thing. Point.
his model
My
is
problem
absolutely
is-
massive for some reason.
I like the voice.
Yeah, it's really
That's
cool.
a
I
nice
like that.
voice actor.
It's a shame it's like level 290 odd to get it.
Right. The password for the lobby, I thought Stroop Waffle would be kind of hard to spell, so it's just Stroop 44, capital S.
How do you spell that?
Capital S TROOP 44.
Oh, like the Dutch stuff.
No
The
woman.
syrup stuff. Delicious.
I don't know why the lobby password is some Dutch shit.
Sorry, what's the lobby password? I didn't catch that.
Hang on, let me just put all my lads into.
Cortez, come into cast the 2.
Capital S TROOP.
Hang on, there's like 3 people talking.
Right, capital S. Yeah. T for Tango. R for Romeo. O for Oscar. O for Oscar. P for Papa. 4 for 4. And 4. So, where are you looking? Hang on, let me see if I can find you. What's your name in game? Cortez. Sgt.Cortez. Oh, I think I went past just now. Added as a friend. So accept a friend invite and I'll invite you in. Where are you? Where are you? Why aren't you showing up in my friend list? Oh, I definitely can't invite you then. So I wonder if that'll let me. Won't let me do it. Let me try and join the group together. There you go. So create the. You need a different one from Ellie probably. Nope, it's just above the lobby button. There we go, yep. Obviously you want to have the camera. Ah. There we go. There's the Grumpy Nerd. So click on browse lobbies. So just above the ranked or whatever. You know what we normally go for in-house. And literally the same place in there. There's Zeraxsas. So it is. Who's left? Who's left? Last person. Retrofrog, is it? Yeah, just Retrofrog left. Hmm? So, where you go for in-house lobby? Yeah. Yeah, you browse the custom lobbies. I don't normally put in a password until I actually select the lobby. If you just click on browse, it brings up the lobby list. And generally the in-house ones or these tournament ones are at the top in green. So I just select them, then put in the password. After this game, I'll show you. Easier that way. We have the full 5-man teams. They are. Which means we'll be going live shortly, so I'm going to be right back. Be 2 seconds. Oh, very quickly, I forgot to mention, we need to sort out the audio. So it's voice chat, I think open mic. I think.
5 seconds.
No, because I think you'll be hearing me in-game as well.
Radiance ban.
There should be an option to mute codecasters. Yeah, so where you've got in audio, voice chat party, you want to select that, so it's open mic.
10 seconds to go.
Yep. Perfect, so you shouldn't hear me twice now.
5 seconds.
Still are? Oh, that's interesting. Why are you hearing me twice? Hello? That's interesting. Not sure why. You hear me through the game? So if you meet me on Discord, do you hear me through the game?
Radiance ban.
Hello? So you hear? How are you hearing me in game if I'm muted? Co-broadcasters. That's
Dyer's ban.
not sure how that works.
Radiance pick.
Hello? Hang on.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds. Dyer's pick.
Spirit Breaker.
Yeah?
Dyer's pick.
Right, let me know.
Tide Hunter.
About 5 seconds, let me know if you can hear me. Yeah. So I've just selected open mic for team instead. So that might work, I don't know. If not, it might be a case of it sounds like you're talking to yourself on the audio. Well, I might have to have a look because I've never done this actually live during the cast, so I'm not sure which one we've meant to select. Yes, same. Well, I think I still had Jasper. No. Oh god, that's not good. Possibly.
Radiant's pick.
Yep. There's a Spirit Breaker, which I don't see. I don't see the Spirit Breaker. This should be interesting.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds. Radiant's banned.
Oh no, they'll provide entertainment in their piss-poor plays. But it should be fun.
Dire's ban.
It's alright, neither can I. It's a Phantom Assassin.
Radiant's ban. Dire's ban.
This could be the most scuffed cast ever if they don't load up in game when we start.
Dire's ban.
So what do you think of the first phase bans? Because obviously we've got the Undying.
Dire's pick.
He has, yeah. It's basically a staple. Everyone's banning him. Even in pro games, he's like ultra strong at the moment.
Radiant's pick.
Outworld Devourer.
Yeah, it seems everyone seems to love this OD at the moment.
Radiant's pick. Night Stalker.
Well, we have the Night Stalker who is so good at hiding in the night, we can't see him. Exactly. Phantom Assassin, he's using blur, we can't see him. Yeah, he's running at the speed of light. But now I think the Pugner is a respect ban. That's what I reckon that is. That's targeted at Zoey.
Dire's pick. Warlock.
She is dangerous on her Pugner.
Ten seconds to go.
Oh, they were just appalling.
5 seconds.
Oof. I don't mind. Yeah, I don't actually mind the Warlock because it's a counter initiation because you're not going to use that to start with. You're going to have the Spit Breaker charge in, and then if they come at you with the Ravage or the Jakiro Ice Path, you've then got potential to rock and just completely disrupt their entire team fight and reset if you need to. And it could be a very strong lane partner as well for the PA. So it might be. I think they're going to get harassed quite a bit by type hunters, Anchor Smash, Gush, and obviously Liquid Fire from the Jakiro, assuming that's a Jakiro 4. But they might do it as a 5. He's going to have a lot of harass, so the Warlock heal could come in very handy there. And the Sniper ban was very good if they're picking OD, to be fair.
Radiant's ban. Dire.
Oh, Hoodwink. Okay, Hoodwink 4, I'd say. That's not too bad, actually. Decent harass. Hoodwink tied off lane.
Radiant's ban. Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds. Dire's ban.
Well, they're not picking Jug anymore or Spectre because they've both been banned out. I would see one thing that Wahlberg didn't ban out, which I think would have been really good, would have been the Faceless Void.
10 seconds
They
to
need to
go.
ban that out because Faceless Void is a very strong carry at the moment.
5 seconds. Radiant's pick. Ten seconds to go.
I don't know, because you've got Macro Pyre, you've got OD who loves to just hit you
5
from outside.
seconds.
For Radiant, they've got their
Dyer's
PA.
pick.
They don't need to worry about their carry at this point.
Wind Ranger at your service.
Yeah, this is a fantastic Faceless Void game. They've got not much that can actually stop him.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds.
So you've got stick on Ursa.
Take your pick.
Yeah, with his enrage, he's basically unstoppable. Yeah. It's a good lineup. I do prefer Dyer's draft here. Mainly because I can see their draft. Oh, does anybody have the basic bitch cosmetics? Because if they are, we have to name and shame them. So far, it looks like OD doesn't have anything. That would be great. Or the Alpine set, just to rub it in Munt's face. Did you know Munt sold his before he knew it was worth like hundreds of quid now? Yep. Yeah, it does not like this. I'm hoping so.
Places, everyone.
Wings.
30 seconds to showtime.
Oh, that's nice. Oof. Oof. So, speaking of cosmetics, we do have a couple of basic bitches. We have a Jakiro and an OD, as basic as you can get. And on the other side, we have a Spirit Breaker.
And away we go.
Oh, yes, he does, yes. The PA, sorry, was the PA. Ace bitch. That's disappointing, given she's got Arcanas, she's now got Persona. I expected better from Retro.
Where's yours?
moment of silence for the Dyer's courier.
Yeah, so up top, this Zeraxsas shouldn't face any issues in lane. Like, if Nightstalker tries to go on you before nighttime, Zeraxsas can just stand there, activate Overpower, and just laugh at him. So there's no threat up there, even with Amos. They've got enough there. That safe lane should be a one deal. Off lane, it's a bit trickier, because both sides do have potential. So the Warlock heal should keep Retrofrog in the game for a lot of it. Although it could be interesting just as to how much harassment Zoey and Bast can throw out. But I imagine it would just trade fairly evenly to CS down the bottom here. Where it's going to be interesting is in this mid battle. I think it's going to come down to whoever gets 6 first will just instantly win that. All it takes is one shackle into a focus fire, Ben's dead, or a couple of imprisonment. Sanity. Yep. No, that's not the build anymore. That's actually been stopped. Because of the time it actually takes enough Meteor Hammer, you can't get it off sufficiently. So you're sort of looking for like that battle build, like with Razors, where you want to try and get involved early on. Now looking at CS wise, it's fairly even in the mid lane.
I think not.
Just a bit. Yeah, he's got plenty of stick charges. Tango. Oh, stick check. We have 3 in the bottom lane. And both on the Dire. Ooh, Retro got very low just then at the bottom. No, I don't think they can catch up to him. Oh, maybe. Okay, I was not expecting that.
Claws are red with the gore of first blood.
Well, that's just going to help cool Llama just snowball ahead here. Although this is a massive wave under the tower, so if GrumpyNerd can get all these, that's going to help him a lot to get back up in this game. In fact, that's probably enough. If he gets all these, that's probably enough for his boots. Yep. Ooh. Missing these ones. Oh. The one thing worth noting now, that if you look at Grumpy, he's virtually got no mana. Yeah, he can't even cast a single point of Void. So at this point, you won't be looking at maybe flying out a Clarity, or even a Mango, or with your next delivery, maybe it's the... Well, he's bought in the chainmail. So just get out an early Clarity, just get that there so you can actually start casting spells properly. If they're not careful, they can easily counter-turn that, because they've got the mana there, and that's charged down. Amos has nowhere to go. Yeah, I wouldn't have minded a value point in Crippling Fear. Just so when you get on top of the Ursa, he can't cast Overpower or Shock to get away.
Mine.
But if... And he has got some stolen mana already. Oh, here we go. Does he do it? Oh, yes!
The
activate for the illusion rune as well. So that's a bottle. Oh no, he hasn't gone bottle. That's interesting. Yeah, we called it as soon as that happened. But now he's got to be careful because Zeraxsas will come back and he has got his 6 now. So he's going to look for that shackle into a wind run at some point.
You've torn a page from my grimoire.
Meanwhile, Zeraxsas is forced to wind run out already.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
He's got to be very careful now if he tries to approach again. He hasn't got Sanity's Eclipse, but he can still do plenty of damage with this max imprisonment build.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, up top, GrumpyNerd's forced to pop a salve. Got a bit low there, but again, back under tower. So hopefully Shak can pull off this, get this pull off. Shak has managed to get a pull off up top, not a full pull, but 75%, so able to at least sort of neutralise that so it doesn't go under tower again. At the moment, Llama is facing some issues. He has just been charged on.
Defense.
Yep, looks like Zoey and Bash just too much for him to handle, got on top of him. Still got Ravage, so if Retro isn't careful, he does come out a bit too far, they might be willing to pop it, although I expect to wait for BastMaster to get Sharpshooter. Meanwhile,
There will always be something worse on the wing.
double hammer. I'm not sold with the Wind Ranger into a OD, I'm really not. Because you... well, if we take out player skill... yeah, because you need something which can just get away from that potential hammer drop. Which obviously the Windrunner doesn't have. And she's innately got a relatively low HP pool.
The kingdom of the arcane opens to me.
Oh, 100%. This is... at the moment, this is an easy one laning phase for Dire. Going on Retro. Ravage, pop!
Phantom Limbo.
I bring sad tidings.
You're not going anywhere. Hey, how you doing? My line truly ends.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand. The Dire's
He's
courier
got to get out
took a
at this
trip to the
point.
old
Can't
family
continue.
farm. Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
This sustains. Gold remains.
That might actually be worth.
Invisibility.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
Yeah, he doesn't have much follow-up, so I don't think he's... although he might get banished. Asta's showing up.
Dire's mid tower could use a little help. In the dark.
Run, Amos. Oh.
Dire's mid tower won't
Killing spree. Ownage.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. Heretic is still level 4.
Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
With a yeah, they go. Oh. The hammer's up. Oh.
Dire's mid tower's having technical difficulties. Someone took out the Radiant's
You went a bit too deep there, got overconfident because of the previous
Radiant's
skills.
top tower's taking hits.
Because that is now. Oh, she doesn't need it at this point. She's strong enough, she can basically just stand in this lane and be a rock. She doesn't care. Wait. Has she gone Vanguard?
The Dire best do something about that bottom tower.
That's slightly questionable, I think. It doesn't stack with Kraken Shell.
Bottom tower.
That's a little questionable. Hoping.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business. No. The Dire best do something about that bottom tower.
Oh, they need to run.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower? Radiant's top
Run,
tower's
Retro, run! Run, Retro!
Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
This is a 4k net worth gap, or 5k now at 30 minutes. This is looking rough for Wahlberg, if I'm being honest. So if we look at the net worth, obviously top 3, as we expect, is the Dire cause.
Radiant's mid tower.
Shak is actually very close to Zeraxsas. Oh, he's dead. No, he's dead.
Radiant's bottom tower's set of days.
Double kill.
I want to know is, who took the tome?
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
If it's not Warlock, one of these Radiant players needs shooting. The amount of times where a dropped rock here might have helped them is criminal. But Heretic is about to die. They can't walk off. They have no vision in their jungle. They cannot just walk around in there anymore. Not solo there.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
Yeah, they basically just what they should have done. They've done what they should do. It's just basically walk into the Dire jungle, take ownership of it. But normally you see this after the tier 1 drops, but they're strong enough they can do it just before it. They don't care at this point.
Mega kill. Moons go dark. I wet my horns in you.
Bounty.
Dire's mid tower could
So I don't think they needed to back up here. They can still be aggressive even without the OD because they're still very strong.
Fear quiets magic.
We die as we live together.
God is the
on the plus side,
The
we do
Dire
have a
might
level
wanna
6
mine
Warlock
that
now.
top tower.
So that is always... Yeah, the rock usage there was slightly questionable because obviously there was no chance of them actually re-engaging there. That was a OD has turned up, Tide has turned up, get out situation.
Dire's top tower's getting beat down.
Run Amos, run Amos. Oh, Amos dodging the bullets there as he dived straight for the middle of 3 Dire heroes to charge out.
Dire's top tower, you know the drill. Dire's lost the top
Now
tower.
they know where PA is.
Assassin.
They've got to know there's vision in this jungle. They were literally just sat here. So if you look at this, ward they've placed just up here, just up here.
Dire's mid tower
Not
won't
let me
last
draw.
much longer.
But basically the sentry ward inside the radiant triangle, just by the tree. Yeah. Is it on the cliff? No, that's the dire one. So the radiant one. Yeah. Yeah. So if you actually look at the position of where that ward is placed, there's a lot of overlap on the right hand side. Yeah, 'cause it's down the stairs or off a cliff. It's not providing much. You could have actually, if you look at where you placed it, you move it about 2 or 3 inches to the left. You get that observer ward, and you still provide the same decent amount of coverage.
Radiant's bottom
But they
tower
placed it by the
pretty
tree,
safe
thinking
right
it's a
now.
better place to hide
No
the sentries
breaking
and
down
get
radiant
warded.
structures like this.
But you don't care. Your sentries are going to get dewarded anyway. The whole point of them is to get those observer wards, so you want to get as much coverage from it as you can. It's just
trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower. Dire's mid tower's having technical difficulties. Radiant's bottom towers seen better days. Radiant lost one of them bottom towers.
Yeah, that was a good trade in my opinion. But for Radiant, in the position they are in, that's an acceptable trade because they are struggling. Obviously, it's not ideal losing a tier 2 and your outpost for a tier 1 mid, but when you're struggling and you're behind as much as they are, you take anything you can at this point, just to try and stay in the game. But the PA is slowly getting some farm. Nearly got the Battle Fury, only about that.
Mother Wind sustain.
Double damage! Your future is grim.
Yeah, basically at this point, PA wants to be in Radiant Triangle and Dire's safe lane. That's where he wants to populate and farm, because he knows anything south of the mid lane is death. You go in your junk. Now that you've seen them go to road, this is where they'd want to go into your own jungle, get that territory back, start dewarding it. But instead, what's happening is PA is going in practically alone. Heretic's going for the obvious sentry spots, so likely not going to get some of these odds.
Radiant's top tower's hurting.
No, it looks like they've been gone. The one you've got is in the lane, which is just outside, or where tier 2 nearly used to be, which is a nice ward, if I'm being honest. It lets you know when they're actually coming out of the base. I don't mind that, that's actually a pretty cool ward. I like it. And right now, Dire just setting up outside the tier 3 mid, just slowly sieging it down. They got Aegis, they don't care. They've got BKB as well at this point.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business. Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
But it's never over till the fat lady sings.
Dire's bottom tower got blown to bits.
Ooh. That could be very dangerous if Zoey comes out there.
An ill wind carries me.
Ever seen someone bleed
She
out?
lost it.
No.
I don't think they could get to PA in time there.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
I think that was more yeah. That feels like a I'm scared blur. They're in my jungle somewhere, I don't know where. Hit blur, run. Yeah.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
I'm not sure what to say about that one, because that was the Night Stalker was caught on the retreat, which is never a good start. Ravage got popped, and obviously it caught the Warlock. So you know he's basically going to get dove next. And then it just felt like everyone trickled in, bit by bit, into team fight, into team fight, into team fight, and they just couldn't do anything about it. They did manage to get Ben, which is nice. That's, I think, punishment for Ben because of his build. He's gone very greedy. You want a BKB by now. If you're this far ahead, you want that BKB on OD.
Radiant hitting the scan in their triangle just to ensure no one's up here. They want to try to take this area back. Yeah, Heretics brought the army of sentries. They will reclaim this part of the map.
Regeneration.
For how long, we don't know.
So I just found out that OBS decided to mute my mic, but it should be fine on the VOD for the game itself. The stream, I think, was muted, at least for me, but your end was fine. Grumpy gets picked off in the mid lane. I don't know why OBS did that. It just, every so often when I load it up, it just decides to mute something and I don't notice.
Hey, don't blame OBS for GrumpyNerd getting killed there. He's doing that all on his own.
Oh, for sure. That is Grumpy. You can't blame OBS for this one. I'm sorry, my friend.
Although he has got his BKB now, so next fight could be interesting what he does with that.
You know who else has his BKB, and that's this Ursa Warrior.
He does, but he's had it for a while. He's nearly... What's he going for? Is he going straight for MKB?
Yeah, he's going for MPB. Aegis will time out here in 10 seconds.
I do like the MKB build. I don't mind that. It's going to be a while before he gets it, though.
And now a smoke.
Without the Warlock.
Looking, they might walk. They'll walk under the sentry ward. Vision to reveal it. Zoey just fine, chilling in mid. They don't want to go on her. Dark Ascension popped. The charge popped also on the Bast. This would be a decent pick if they could get it. Grumpy pops the BKB instead and tries to go for Shak, leaving Bast to die to the hands of PA and Amos. This fight is just all kinds of split up. The defensive in prison Saved Shak, and now here's Llama with a full 9-second BKB ready to go. Zeraxsas popped by the Ice Path, and that's it for the Wind Ranger. The Ravage on nothing! The Shiva Ravage by Zoey.
They need to just
But
get out.
it doesn't matter. They can throw Ravage to the wind. They don't give a shit. Heretic trying to give him the juke in the fog.
I think Heretic might just be dead here, unless he. Oh, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
No, Llama found him. The imprison, which is just ingrained into Ben's mindset. I have to imprison everybody I see. I will not let my Ursa just wail on them.
See hero, imprison hero.
The mind of an OD player.
So it felt like that was a bit of a failed initiation by Radiant. They had no way of actually catching and stopping them.
And once they got on top of Shak, Ben was right there to save him with the imprison.
Yeah. It took them
Sharpshooter
so long
bottom
to
just
get
misses on PA. She knows something's up. She blurs into the trees. I would TP you out right now. Your base is under attack, Retrofrog. You got to go back, and he does.
Honestly, I don't think he can. I think they had to just sack this lane, and he carries on farming. Because at the moment, they cannot fight into them.
No, you can't, but the easy rotate for Dire would be to just walk down to this bottom lane. Bass is already there. He would set it up with the Bola, and it would just be a dead PA. So I actually like the TP back because it resets your position. Now you can go back anywhere. Dire's busy dealing with this triangle.
PA at the moment, she steps out anywhere near the top lane, she is in danger of just getting killed because she does not know where they are. Full PA knows they are sat right now on those steps in the radiant triangle, waiting for her to come out. They see nothing, which is a massive issue. The amount of sentries on this map is ridiculous by Dire.
Yeah, they've really they've really gone overboard on this ward coverage.
Anyone think you're playing against a Ricky or a
1,
Nyx?
2, 3, 4. Hey, credit to the lads for actually placing sentries, you know?
Yeah, I'm counting at least 10 on the map at the moment.
But where they all are is all on Radiant side of the river, because after the first 15 minutes, ever since Grumpy took the tier 1 mid, they have not crossed the river. They don't dare. See, Zoey has the Aghanims done. So it'll be the AoE Gush. I would still go back for Shard on this. You're not lacking on stuns, but still having a nice line stun after your Ravage could just be the easiest team wipe. Although you kind of already have it in the Ice Path, so I don't blame her for not going it. What did she just buy?
Who's this? Zoey?
Yeah, Zoey. Zoey has got something flying out right now. It's the Shard. Alright.
Here's the Shard, okay, Tendrils of the Deep.
Meanwhile, Radiant, they know their back's against the wall. They got to make something happen. Nobody's defending this Rax. Dire's got to know that they aren't there. No Roche for 1 minute and 13 seconds. And now they're turning around. This could probably be the final fight. The Macropyre's already been laid out. And the charge. Amos onto Ben. The Ice Path to follow it up. A good rock, but the Fatal Bonds is just not enough. It's just not enough damage. They are too far behind. Ben catches Heretic on the back line. He tries to Sammy out of it. He can't. Chi-Chi is called. This was just a shellacking by 2Hot.
Yeah.
And they will steamroll game 1.
That was pretty rough, being honest. Yeah. We said at the start, just based on the draft, it was going to be rough for Radiant team there. Wahlberg were always going to have difficulties getting out the gate. And it looked like 2Hot4Dota just did not let up once they got going.
No, they had all the tools they needed to keep pressure up. This hoodwink, I think was a very good pick. I would on BastMaster if this were an in-house. He played very well. Always a threat, lurking in the trees. Always the one to go back if there ever was any pressure because he could engage safely. Zoey, outside of the Shiva Ravage, had some good Ravages. I think it was just well played all around by 2Hot4Dota.
You on? I would go straight MVP for Bass just because the amount of plays he pulled out, I think, was pretty exceptional, even for his level. He was very difficult to catch, and his I don't even know what hoodwink skills are because I never actually played the hero, but his tree shackles were on point.
Oh yeah, the bolas always seem to land. It was
Yeah.
I keep calling it bola, but I think it's called bushwhack, right?
Oh, I can't remember. Let me have a look. We need a lobby, not a lobby,
A channel.
Yes.
I got it.
Good man. Let's have a look. Hoodwink. There she is. So we've got Acorn Shot, Bushwhack, Scurry, and Sharpshooter. So yeah, it'd be the Bushwhack, I believe.
That's the bushwhack. Whack that bush.
Cool. But I need to be up back, so I need to piss. So 2 seconds.
All right.
Sorry, stream. You just heard that.
I'll take a second too. Take a break, everybody, and we'll be right back for Game 2 of Mark Wahlberg versus 2Hot4Dota. To those of you on the stream, I do apologize for technical difficulties that we had. I had no idea that OBS decided to mute my mic for the first 20 minutes of that game. That is entirely on me. I don't know when the fuck it would have happened. If Jonas pulls the VOD straight from the game, that should be okay. That should have still recorded my voice, so I think we're okay. Yeah, I know now at least, but still, like, the damage was like kind of done already. It's like finding out that your kitchen flooded, your sink flooded while you were out at the store or something. It's like, well, at least you know that you had a sink problem. Yeah, but my kitchen is in 3 inches of water now. Also, Puzz, after this, I'm gonna go grab some food, but then I am down to play some Zomboid. That is true. That is true. This is only a 2-game series too, so we'll be done after this one. Stage only plays 2 games. Shit, bro, you gotta get tested. You gotta find out for sure. You have any kits, or is there anywhere like close you can go? Fuck, this close too? Like, you're sick now? That means That means you ain't going to the fucking Bills game. That fucking sucks.
Okay, I am back.
Welcome back.
Looks like
So,
the lobby. Did we
yeah.
s- oh, we didn't check who took the.
Oh, we never found out who took the tome.
Oh, I'll have to check after this game.
Yeah, we'll check the VOD. Check the fucking VOD!
If that was one of the carry players, there will be supports
Criminal.
cursing them in their graves.
Absolutely criminal. So, what do you think is the most important thing that Mark Wahlberg can do to avoid what happened in Game 1?
Honestly, they've got to get a better draft because that draft just does not work. They had nothing there to actually start a fight. They're relying on Spiritbreaker to just jump in, which isn't going to work against that sort of lineup. They've got so much disable. You try and jump in on Ursa, he's not going to care. He's going to enrage. You try and go on OD, he's going to imprison you. You try and go on Hoodwink, he's going to bushwhack you. You've got to get that early surprise on them, otherwise it's just not going to work. It just felt like their lane matchups was never in their favour to begin with. So if they get a decent draft, maybe something that can be a bit more fightier, I reckon they'll be on track.
So pretty standard bans, at least from Mark Wahlberg and the Undying and the Dawn. Viper and Marcy being banned. I don't know if anybody plays Marcy.
No, but she is a very strong support at the moment, so it might just be a case of she's meta.
Yeah.
I don't want to risk it.
5 seconds.
They did let the Pugner through though, so that could be interesting if they pick that up first phase for Zoey. Although if she's playing 3, I doubt they will.
Dyer's pick.
Tide hunter.
Stay with the
They
Zoey
go
Tide
back
again.
for the Tide. All right. They're gonna mind control it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Ooh. Coddle.
Coddle and Bristle.
Bristle.
Okay. So a lot of pressure coming out in that lane. I would have to think it's a Coddle 4.
This could be a mid Coddle. You never know. It would be questionable if they did, but
Yeah, I think it's just infinitely more valuable to stick it as a 4, and this means that you have to pick a carry who can somewhat stand against Bristleback, because if you try to go for like a hyper farmer, I think Bristle will just run them over.
do you think it's going to be a Bristle carry?
I mean, it could be. I'm just so used to him being a 3.
Yeah.
They go for the OD ban, which makes a lot of sense given last game.
No, Bristol at the moment, very strong as a carry player. Just because of his the damage he ramps up with Warpath is pretty insane. And as you go higher up, if he gets that level 25 with the plus 18, he's hitting like a truck. He's like he's got a Divine Rapier for free easily. He's a very difficult hero to deal with later on.
Yeah, you combine that with the Ags Goo Spray. You'll never get. Yeah.
Which is already a massive improvement from the previous draft, in my opinion. because they've got someone who can just get in your face
5
and
seconds.
not care. Now, it would be interesting to see if somebody goes for an early vessel from 2Hot4Dota. They might pick a mid player who does that.
They could also put it on, I think, either of these two picks already.
I wouldn't like it on a Tide, just
No,
because
I would prefer the
something a bit
Hoodwink.
more. Yeah, but which means you need some form of decent lane. You'd hope the Hoodwink and the Tide can get decent lane going. If it is against a Bristle, it could be difficult because
10
those
seconds to
crossways
go.
Tide wants to get in your face as well. Could start to hurt the Tide.
5 seconds.
But you'd hope by that point they've got the stick, they've got Disable to just disengage. They should be okay.
Radiant's pick.
Just depends what they pick. Ooh.
Avenge. All right, so they've got a bit of save here. Magic Missile's always pretty frustrating because it seems like it's always up.
Especially if you get Shard and it's hitting twice.
Yeah, definitely be going Shard
10
here.
seconds to go.
It is
5
interesting how they're going to handle this now, because this also does sort of reduce the option of going something like a Faceless Void or a big ult hero like that, because you do have that swap save.
And also, Mark Wahlberg's draft is also like a lot more open right now. Like we've been saying, none of these roles are really defined except probably the Venge.
Yeah, the Avenge. See, even then, is it Avenge? Would you say Avenge 4, Avenge 5?
It could, yeah, it could definitely be either.
Yeah.
If you run Coddle mid, Bristle 1, Venge could be 4 or 5.
Yeah, you could even run the Cottle as a 5 if you wanted to, and have just partner up with the Bristleback, spamming the mana thing on Bristleback, so he's always got that the quill spray up. Basically, that lane is just instantly won. That Bristleback can just spam it like no tomorrow, and you cannot do anything about it.
Pick.
Crystal Maiden.
That I'm not sure about. I
That-
understand the logic because you want the more team fight there.
Even with the bonus armor from Freezing Field, at like 3 or 4 shots from Bristleback, he'll just run at you.
That's a good hero against Bristle.
For sure. That's their solution. But is it going to be their lane solution? I think that Necro's got to go mid.
If played well, that Silencer could be very problematic.
If you get that global off at the right time, that is a big pickup right there.
It does mean that either the Cottle, Venge, or the Silencer is a core. One of them is a core.
I wouldn't be shocked if it was a Silencer core. I think with farm this hero is really, really strong.
I'm not sure how that matchup works. Silencer versus Necro mid.
Dire's ban.
I think you just max Curse.
Radiant's ban.
You kind of ignore. You might get a value point in Glaives, but I would be maxing U and E and just every time he tries to go Shroud, he's taking increased magic damage.
And he can't do his heal because he's got Curse on him, which is just more damage.
Yeah, or he's last worded, in which case he's silenced, so.
Yeah. That might be a good pick here. Although, it does have the issue of if a Tide or a Hoodwink or even a CM get near you, and you don't have any... Well, you don't have your ult up.
Dire's pick.
They're gonna just stun you, and you're gonna get run down.
Yeah, he'd have to go like Hurricane Pike or something.
I wouldn't even argue a Blink at this point. Oh.
It's a Wraith King.
Okay. This is a lot better draft from Wahlberg. It's a lot tankier.
And it's Zeraxsas on the silencer, so it is a mid silencer.
Okay. This could be interesting. I think this is going to come down to the supports, how they rotate.
Yeah, a little bit of a role shift too. Retro playing the Coddle. Highly doubt it's a pause 1 Coddle. He was the PA last game.
Yeah, we've got the Amos now in the carry. Unless they're doing something really weird. I wouldn't put it past the Goons, but...
No, I think Wraith King Wraith King Venge or Wraith King Coddle is not a bad off lane. Not against the Jug. If he doesn't have spin, he could take a lot of damage.
Even if you do have spin, you've got to bear in mind that Cottle is a very quick hero as standard. One of the fastest base movement speeds in the game. And something like a Bristle's just going to turn his back and laugh at you. Yeah, he's going to take some magic damage, but he's not going to care too much. And he'll walk away.
Yeah, I think the main focus in this first 5 minutes is going to be on Radiant offlane Dire safe, and after a couple of levels, probably mid 2.
Yeah, I think once Silencer gets some levels in his curse and his E, whatever that's called, I think he's going to start being a problem for Necro.
Let's keep it clean, folks.
You do have to worry about as soon as Ben hits 6 though, because that is going to be a scary time for even Silencer. Because it's a case of as soon as you get even close to 40%, 30%, you have to be instantly ready to pop your global silence. Otherwise, you're going to get re-decided.
Why do I only see Radiant's Fog right now?
Did you potentially press one of the F3s, is it? Is it F2, F3? So if you press F1, that should reveal all that you can see.
F3 gives Dire.
Yep, F2 is Radiant, F1 is both.
Okay, well that's unbound because F1 is how I recenter my camera.
Ah.
So
30 seconds to go.
But that should be in like spectator controls. Let's see.
If you haven't potentially
got... okay, Fog will work for both teams, yeah. I don't know, it was unbound. I fixed it.
Yeah.
There we go. Don't worry, stream saved.
So it does look like Dire are looking just to protect this bottom rune and their top one in their jungle, so potentially minor engagement bottom there.
Yep, Retro charging up the beam. It goes out. Grumpy taking a lot of damage here. He doesn't have Bristleback, but so is Zoey. But they'll just give it the walk away and they'll retreat to their lanes.
Zoey does have significantly more regen than GrumpyNerd does here.
Yeah, Grumpy only having the 3 tangos. 3 tangos and a mango.
So it is the Cottle and the Bristle laning, so that's going to be very dangerous for Juggernaut and CM, especially CM.
Especially CM. I think you resigned yourself as CM to just not standing in this lane whatsoever.
We have a duel challenge.
That was Necro and Amos.
They're a bit far apart at the moment, but...
Zeraxsas opting to go Glaives level 1. I don't think you get another point in this. You can't in this lane. The Q and E are just so much more valuable.
Agreed, yeah. And Ben is just dumpstering him in the CS department.
Off to a good start.
And Ben has rage grip.
Ben has It's like, fuck it! He's denied one of my creeps! I can't do this!
Silence model isn't loading. Okay.
He does have a lot of particle effects. I don't think I've seen this hat before. This hat is insane. Actually, I like the set a lot.
What is it? It's the Silent Slayer head.
It makes him look like he's from Bloodborne.
He does a bit, yeah. Oops. Oh, was that a GG? Amos with the accidental GG there. Yeah, Shak at the moment is doing the right thing, staying well away from this lane. Doing whatever he can to just not be visible to anyone. Retro doesn't have Chakra Magic yet, so I imagine he's picking that up now. Yep, there it is.
Shak with a very quick wand, actually. Just poured all of his starting gold into the wand.
You need to at this point.
You have to, yeah, to be able to have any chance in this lane. Cool Llama also has his stick, so at least the lads know Bristle, buy a stick.
Mid lane Ben is taking a bit of punishment here, down to half HP.
Zeraxsas does have the 1/1/1 build, so stream snipe much?
Well,
Meanwhile,
he's gonna
Amos
need
up
it at
top,
this point.
kind of struggling. He's got a couple of free last hits there, but only has 7. Zoey's 9.
There's number 8. It's not too bad.
There's the combo, but level 1 both spells and without Ghost Shroud. Maybe Ben knows not to pick up Ghost Shroud in this lane, and that's actually going to hurt Zeraxsas' like power spike in this lane a lot if he doesn't take it.
So I disagree with that. I think even without it, because if you don't go Shroud, you will just get Glaive or Wisdom. So I think it's still a 50-50 as to whether he takes it or not, because it'll still punish him even if he doesn't. At the moment, Zeraxsas just needs to get that bottle out as soon as possible. But he is half the CS so far of Ben, which is gonna cost him, and you can see it in the XP.
Yeah, Zeraxsas just hitting level 4, Necrophos level 4.5. Top lane. Nothing doing. Amos hanging around a little bit, little low. Hoping to heal up a little bit with the Vampiric Aura.
Yeah, he should be fine until Zoey maybe gets 6, and they got the Ravage potential there. Amos should be okay, and Zoey does have the XP advantage there.
Retro does have 1 point in Chakra, so Grumpy's now totally gets a little refresh from the Coddle. He's ready to go some more.
The issue I've got here with Retro taking that 2nd point in blinding is they've no longer got any real catch. They're relying on Goo, which Grumpy doesn't have yet.
Nope, he's gone 0-2-1.
Yeah, there's no kill threat anymore from Grumpy on Retro, which is criminal in my opinion. Either somebody should have picked up Solar Bind or someone should have picked up Goo.
Yeah, no, you killed this Crystal Maiden over and over again.
Yeah, no issue with that. She is just cannon fodder at this point if they've got one of those. If they have both, she's dead.
Oh, Bast gets first blood on top lane, the one lane we weren't really too interested in. Flax Tours in the chat.
Well, we knew Zoey and Bast were always going to be a kill threat. We were thinking it might have been Amos going down first, but it looks like Heretic just stepped a bit out of place there.
Meanwhile, mid lane, I'm pretty sure Zeraxsas just last worded a creep. So unfortunate, and now he's totally out of mana. No bottle charges left. 45 seconds till the next rune. They get Amos in the top lane with a full creep wave.
Did it even need level 6?
Well done by Zoey. Speaking of bullied, you know who's not being bullied? As Ben gets the Reaper Scythe stack on Zeraxsas in the mid lane. We are just Flax Toursing all over the place.
I mean, we did say as soon as Ben hit 6, there was going to be a kill. It's a staple. As soon as the Gavs hit 6 mid, they want to kill.
Meanwhile, top lane, they're a little split on who they want to go here, and that means Heretic will be able to get away. Bast blew all of his mana on Amos. Amos just didn't give a shit. They're really paying for the lack of aggression here, the lack of kill threat in this bot lane. Cool Llama on 29 last hits. He's having a good time down here.
Meanwhile, top Zoey's just bullying Heretic out.
Illuminate misses. Grumpy not going to be able to kill Shak. He had a full wand ready to go. Back up to full health. The global comes out.
I don't know what that was.
Maybe to save Cool Llama's life. That's the only thing I could think of. Bast with the rotate down here.
I don't think any.
A double bola. It's a good bushwhack. Venge TP's in to help defend. Retro will be able to get away. So a TP by Bast leads to nothing.
Yeah, the global silence. If they're using that to save
Oh, Zeraxsas dies again. Ben behind the tier 1 tower.
mid towers.
No Reaper Scythe needed.
The disrespect. Zeraxsas with the 113 build.
Won't last much longer.
Meanwhile, healing ward at bottom. Cool Llama just getting all that back.
Yep, healing up the rest of his team. It's down with him. Amos, how you doing, bro?
He's gonna die here if he's not careful.
He's got the new neutral item to stand in. He's got 21 health regen in that. He's chilling.
Oh, you got Heretic come mid. They might be looking to go on Ben.
Ben a little far up, hitting the tier 1. The Venge from behind and the last word. They stacked their stun a little bit. He's going to heal up with the 1 Death Pulse. Ben is looking for the Death Pulse and the Ravage at the same time. They'll blow both ults, but it results in another death for Zeraxsas. And now Heretic just getting the hell out of dodge. They're lurking around. Heretic's lurking around a little too much. Zoey has Soul Ring in 5 seconds. Did not have the mana for Gush. That would have been a kill.
So at the moment, I think the lads had the right idea with the draft, but them not dumpstering this off lane or the radiant safe lane is probably what's going to cost them here.
Yeah, their execution has been lackluster. This needed to be a kill lane. For this lane, for this team to have no kills at 8 minutes is shocking.
Yeah, that CM should have been just murdered multiple times.
Like, Grumpy, go! Cool Llama doesn't have Omni Slash. Just go on the CM. What are you scared of? She has no spells.
Yeah, Grumpy at this point, he should be not afraid of anything in this lane. If he gets Crystal Nova or Frostbite, and he just turns his back and reduces a lot of that spin damage. Because he's gone for the 0-3-2 build.
Dire's mid tower won't last much.
Already has the Vanguard too, so the Omni Slash isn't even going to hurt that much.
Ben's just solo taking mid tower. He doesn't care.
Mid tower is in Deny Rage. Let's see if Zeraxsas does it.
At this point, if Zeraxsas isn't careful, he's going to get Reaper Psyched again.
Yeah. He walks up, it's just Death Pulse and Scythe in 5 seconds.
Quarter of his HP just instantly gone 1 Death Pulse.
Trying to stick around. Let's see. Does he get the deny? He does. All right. Well done, Zeraxsas. One good thing to go for the. Although I guess you can't really call it a good thing because now your mid tier 1 is gone.
Meanwhile, Bast is level 6, so we're looking at a sharpshooter kill if Heretic does show his face here.
They might be waiting for Ravage in 15. A Ravage to set up a. No, but for Amos.
If Amos comes up.
Amos has his ult at level 6. They have no way of burning his mana.
Has got a DD.
As the DD, Retrofrog spots it out. A quick retreat.
Smart play by Dias. Very smart play. They're getting out.
Ben pinging that there's a ward there when in fact there is no ward there.
No, they actually had it on their high ground, which is a nice spot.
Covers the ramp entirely.
Meanwhile, up top, Amos very low, might lose first life. Global Silence has been popped.
Global popped, and there goes the first life. Zeraxsas with the rotate. Zoey should die here. A Hellfire Blast. Oh, he doesn't have it. Doesn't matter. Zeraxsas with the Glaives damage. Ben finding Grumpy, though.
Not a target you want to go on.
Nope.
Amos, though, completely different.
Does have
He's
Scythe
lost
available.
first life.
Oh, you reckon if Grumpy sticks around, a Death Pulse into a Scythe with like one follow-up spell should be enough to kill. Oh, Amos. Oh, no. Amos getting the rundown. There's the Reaper.
Why?
I'll take that one for free. CM trying to pop the Freezing Field to give him the zone, but Heretic with a heads-up play to swap him and end it. Grumpy's sticking around on a 3rd HP. Zoey has Ravage. Looking to use it. Ben's here as well. They definitely have enough damage to kill this.
Ravage here if you need to.
Nope, not needed. Not needed. And the Frostbite onto Coddle. Into the Anchor Smash. They should have another kill here. Ben with a double.
Ben 6-0-0. 11 minutes in, 12 minutes in.
freest Necro game this man will ever have. Almost done with the Sange. Already has the hood. A hood on Zoey as well. Doesn't look like either. Zoey's not going to turn this into a pipe, so she's going Ags next. And Hoodwink is going for the Vessel.
Yeah, it's the proper build there. You expect somebody to get it early, just to potentially deal with Bristle if he does become a threat. But at the moment, there's just no kill potential. They're relying on the two stuns, Ray Fire Blast, which is currently a 17-second cooldown to level 1, and Magic Missile, or 10-second cooldown. That is their only kill potential.
And Grumpy is building full defensive. Still no points in Goo.
Yeah, this is going to cost him, I think. Well, it has cost him. I don't want to be that guy who criticises and say it's on X Lane's fault. But them not having any slows to actually potentially murder
Mid lane.
that CM over.
Zoey pops the Ravage, catches Heretic on the edge of it, but they're going to focus Zeraxsas here. He's definitely the more valuable kill. Another Scythe kill for Ben. He's now up to 4 stacks of Scythe kill. And they will killing up Heretic as well. Somehow Shak gets the kill. So a nice little bit of bonus gold for the Crystal Maiden. Working on this 4 staff. And Radiant looks like they're gonna push. They're really getting this death ball strat down. Cool Llama just having a freebie farm, and they're 4-man death balling.
So what I'd like to see, because we don't actually have it on anybody, is potentially somebody gets some arcane boots, because they are gonna get mana starved on
Grumpy
supports.
gone on in the bot lane, has a point in Goo, but it is too late. Heretic can't save him. You just gotta run away. There is no running. He's stuck in the trees. Oh, but actually Will managed to back up. Zeraxsas shows enough presence.
Thought Ben was going to dive there, not actually caring. Which I think he probably could have got away with, if I'm being honest.
Meanwhile, Amos left to catch up here. Almost has the armlet done.
Go and test him.
Oh, but a 4-man smoking by Radiant. The fake back. They're looking for him.
They see him as well. They have a nice ward in there.
Bass leading the charge. Should be able to get the bushwhack off. They see the skeletons. They know he's close.
I would argue
now he shows on the top wave. There's the bushwhack. Where's the rest of the team? They're a little bit behind, but it shouldn't matter. Amos should definitely die here. The TP rotate is just Zeraxsas. No, this is another death for Amos.
Scythe is up in 5 seconds.
The global Coddle's trying to TP in, but he's got the long TP timer. He just TPs on top of Radiant. the blinding light to push them back. They actually save Amos at the cost of his ultimate.
That was clutch. That was very well played by Dire. That saved their asses, because somebody was about to get level 1 Scythe there, nearly level 2. But I think that just saved them big time. So at the moment, I think what Dire are looking at doing...
Oh, Zoey caught out behind the tier 2. They swap her back in deeper, but
where's the damage?
No damage because of 1 point in Glaives, plus the Kraken Shell, 3 points. It's enough. Zoey walks away.
This is about the Vanguard build from last time. But at the moment, what Dire I think needs to look for doing is potentially Retro becomes your wave clear. He blasts out the waves and allows Amos to basically get space to farm up and catch up.
Ben sticking around in the Dial jungle a little bit too long here. No swap available for 10 more seconds. He'll retreat to the mid lane with the rest of his team. Grumpy going for Eternal Shroud. Grumpy!
Just too greedy. That's too greedy.
Won't matter. The break from the sharpshooter. Another scythe kill for Ben. 5 stacks in 16 minutes. Now 8-0-2.
Yeah, that was a level 2 scythe as well that just happened.
100 gold off of Akaya. Necro is balling out.
If you look at his HP regen, base now is 32.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that is more than any other hero in this game currently.
It might be more than all the other heroes combined.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Actually, no. Coddle has 20 with the Tranks kicked in. 17 now. He was in tower range. Benj as well with the Tranks.
But even with
They found Zeraxsas again. They're just getting outmaneuvered on the map here. The Omni/Cool Llama finally decides to show up. Gets a freebie onto Retrofrog. And he'll back up. He's like, okay, I've had my fill of bloodshed. I'm going back to hitting creeps now.
This'll come in handy.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
I'm not sure how Dire come back here. I think they do have to just keep trying to push them out with Cottle Blast, obviously staying safe, and hope Amos can come back. But I think Amos still needs another 2 items if he's going Deso. He's Deso and then the BKB. Meanwhile in mid, GrumpyNerd.
Grumpy dead again. Heretic to follow. Gets a stun onto Zoey, but brackets it off.
Are they going to wait? Are they going to wait?
Are they going to wait?
Seconds?
No. They're like, we got somewhere to be tonight.
I guarantee you, every Necro player right now would have been going, just hold it, just hold, don't kill him, don't kill him.
Report! Died Hunter!
Dire's mid tower's having technical difficulties. Radiant's top tower's taking hits.
Amos, go away, you don't want to be here.
Amos only level 9. Grumpy also. Zeraxsas too. Actually, I think they're all level 9. The Ravage from Zoey. It's a 3-man Ravage into the setup. The Global's a little too late. Amos dies for his first life. He's going on the Jug. That's the wrong target. He's just going to get cleaved down by the spin and the Anchor Smash. Meanwhile, Grumpy trying to get aggressive here, going on Ben. Amos buys back, and the defensive swap to save Grumpy from any further damage. But Grumpy dies again to the Scythe. Ben's gonna heal the full with the Ghost Shroud. Amos is gonna. The Glimmer actually saves him from the Heartstopper.
Ben spotted him.
Ben spotted him, but he's out of range of the Heartstopper. The Glimmer was enough to save him from the Heartstopper, Aurora. I think if Amos dies there, that's GG. That's high ground at least.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe not, because until they get Retro, it's still going to be difficult going up high ground.
And now Llama just plops down the healing ward, and they're ready to go again.
That makes it very easier, though. The strongest heal in the game.
And now for Dire, no global for 1 minute, no reincarnation for 2 minutes. Just swap.
Into the pit at this point.
Yep.
Take the shrine, she'll walk straight into the pit, not care.
Roche, just chilling.
Yeah, not in their minds at the moment. Maybe they're waiting for Scythe to come up just in case, and Ravage.
Retro, I do not understand this build. This skill build. Still no Solar Bind.
Dire's top tower.
You have a Necro who wants to run at you. You have a Tide who wants to run at you. You have a Jug that wants to run at you, even though he can spin it off.
Yeah, and it's magic resistance as well that you're reducing, so it's...
So it's great for Silencer.
Is Zeraxsas dying to creeps nearly?
A little sussy there. Still taking a good chunk of damage from the skeletons.
Yeah, that's what we'll put on. The skeleton bonus damage, it came too much to him. He wasn't prepared for it.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
Rise and shine.
This is very, very tough now for Dire to get back.
Yep. They'll get the
TP back from Amos.
We are looking at a 96% win percentage.
Oh yeah, I've got a Dota Plus now, thanks to the free gift.
Yeah, same.
I can actually see my win percentage. Yeah, 96%. Oof. It was at 95, just creeping up very slowly over the last couple of minutes.
Fast catches Heretic, just gives him the fuck off ult. Acorn doesn't bounce the right way. A free Z ward for Heretic as well. But they still have the sentry here, so they do get the immediate response D ward.
So Eternal Shard is now finally complete on Grumpy.
Dire only has this one ward here by the camp Grumpy just did. It does not see uphill. The Sentry by Radiant just out of range.
So, what if I told you that at this point, even the CM has more HP than the tankiest person on Dire?
I would say it's a rough game, boys.
Yes. The Bristleback has the highest of 1390 if we're excluding potentially an armlet toggle.
And the
Amos.
CM has 1480 now with the
Yes.
Force Staff done and the trusty shovel.
The Hoodwink's slightly low at 1410, mind you, but it's just funnier to say CM because she is basically a walking creep. Not sure how Dire's come out of this, I'm going to be honest. I think they need a massive misplay from Dire.
They need a big overextension. Ben tries to get a Reaper Scythe off under the tier 4s, and his Ghost Shroud runs out. They pick him. Zoey blows a Ravage, but I think that's their only way back in. We could see, we have a potential for a 3-2-2 this game, a reverse.
Oh, we do, yeah. Well, depending on how it goes, you can probably see it the right way as well.
Yeah, that is true. Although I don't know if Mark Wahlberg will let the game go on that long.
I don't know if Mark Wahlberg will get another kill.
Mark Wahlberg's like, look, I had worse experiences in filming The Happening, so he's like, I could stick around for a little more punishment. Top lane.
I had better conditions there than this game. I think if they didn't do Dire potentially tier 4s and Dire Glyph, which is the important part for the multi-shot, they do have a chance, because Zoey isn't unkillable. She needs to be careful here.
Yep, gets a little bit of healing from the Death Pulse. Gets, what was that, Force Staff? Who tried to force him right there? Trying to look to see whose force is on cooldown. It was CM. Yeah, it was CM.
Shak, yeah.
Zoey walking in.
Careful.
The global! If they get Zoey here, it's a big kill!
Llama as well. Might lose first life.
Ben running in to save his carry. Amos gets the crit kill. That's just life number 1. This could be the misplay they needed, though. There's no Ravage for this fight. Amos trying to man up. There goes his first life. Zeraxsas, you gotta get in there. You gotta bail him out.
Oh my god, no.
But he tries to and just gets Omni Slashed. But now Llama in a little deep, he'll spin away. Buybacks out of Silencer and Bristleback for this
Ben
fight.
in that, though. The tower killed Ben.
Yeah, that is a big point. Ben stuck too long under the tower.
Yeah.
They timed the global perfectly. I think Zoey was really just trying to wait till the last second.
She had the time though, because she instantly cracked and showed it off. It came off rapidly. So she could have got a last second Ravage off there. Whether she had the mana for it, I'm not sure.
I think she did.
So she could have potentially got it off just before she died there. We'll just have to double check later on to see if she did have time, but if she had the mana, then yes, there was potential. But whether they had enough to commit there, I don't know. Obviously, I think Cool Llama, after the Omni Slash and the single buyback from Grumpy, I don't think they still need the back. They could have easily taken that top lane, I think.
The top tower is still at a 3rd HP, so they'll have to siege it for a little bit to get it down. It's not just a walk up and plink at it.
So here's the questionable thing, right? You've got 3 cores on Dire that all need to farm heavily. Meanwhile, Heretic is the one actually pushing out the bottom lane. Obviously, he's going to die for it.
I think that's what they're okay with, because that could have been a bristle, and if it is, it's a dieback.
It could have been, but you don't run back.
This'll come in handy.
You push the lane out and you go into the trees, TP back.
It is true.
Because that way you're forcing Radiant to come back to push out that lane, what's going to take the tier 2. At which point you then can go and reclaim your top jungle.
I am happy to say, Soups, we got the 3-2-2.
We did. Unfortunately, no 420. It's a start. Because Deso isn't far off. It's only like 500 gold away. Amos is not happy. Deso's 400 gold away, so that's a nice power spike. But unfortunately, it's still only level 1 reincarnation, so it's still a 3-minute cooldown.
Almost level 2 though. That'll take it down to just over 2 minutes. But I think it's too little, too late. He dies once. He's certainly dying the second time.
Yeah, if we look at hero levels alone, the entire Radiant team is equal to or below the CM.
And this could be the end of it. The Ravage and the Global Silence traded out. Grumpy taken down for the Spirit Vessel, but Radiant's also getting kind of low. Ben gets another Scythe kill. Zeraxsas running for his life. Amos trying to save his mid. It's just too much damage. The Freezing Field from Shak, decimating all of them. I think this is it. Amos dies again. Zeraxsas and Grumpy without buyback. Call it, lads.
Amos not even bothering to buy back. I think they just put in the towel at this point.
And
Yep,
there it
there's
is. Amos gives the call. GG is called. 28 minutes in. 19k gold lead. Too hot for Dota. Just too hot for Mark Wahlberg to handle.
It was a rough game. They had opportunity there. They did. On the draft, they had the opportunity. But as we've said, it just wasn't executed as we'd have liked them to. Potentially keep them in the game. Zoey and Bast again, just up top, wrecking as they do. And Ben, this game, excellent gameplay. Just dumpstering Zeraxsas in mid.
Yeah, couldn't have asked for more out of Ben. I think Bast again, a good game on Hoodwink. 5-0-16, always there to set up kills. Always first in with the bushwhack. Another solid game out of Zoey Tide. Even Shak, not dying on Crystal Maiden in that bot lane because of more so the misplay from Dire than any of his own play, but anytime you end with single-digit deaths on CM, I call it a good game.
I'd agree to that, yeah.
So a quick 2-0. A quick 2-0 by 2Hot4Dota. They will remain at the top of the group. Now I believe 4-0 in their group stage. They are looking very hot.
I'm just looking back from that game 1. The scoreboard. 2 Tome of Knowledges were used by Radiant and Mark Wahlberg. Both of them by Amos. So that is why Heretic was still a level 4 Warlock. That is rough.
You take a look at the hero damage. Amos with 2,500 hero damage. I don't know if I've ever seen a pause one that low.
No, I'm gonna be honest.
When the Crystal Maiden does 4 times your damage.
To be fair,
and you're the carry.
CM does have her ult.
Yes, but it would be something if CM did just as much damage as my pause one. Well, she did loads more.
CM did more damage than half your team.
More damage than your mid player.
Yeah.
Almost as much damage as your offlaner. They didn't really need it because they were pretty quick with their kills, in out sort of thing. Ben cleaning up with the scythe. I would love to know how much healing Ben gave too.
Healing, Ben did just under 6,000. Llama did just under
9,000. Yeah, the healing ward absolutely clutch to keeping the death ball rolling. No breaks. 2Hot4Dota, a quick 2-0. They are cruising into week 3. Let's see. Week 3, they will be playing Monkeys for Nothing. They do have one more match actually against SHE this week.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Zoey, did you say they'll make it quick?
And they certainly did. I think both games combined, just under an hour.
Yeah, that was very impressive by 2Hot4Dota.
Very convincing.
So, who'd you say they got next? Sorry.
Next this week is SHE Scipio Helm Enjoyers, and then next week is Monkeys for Nothing.
So that's the two of the favorites for this group anyway.
For this group, yeah, I will definitely be tuning in to see that if I can.
Oh, 100%. So I believe the Monkeys one will be cast by Jonas, because he always seems to go for their games. Probably because he's the manager, which makes sense, to be honest.
Right.
The Scipio's one, might be worth trying to grab that one up early, because that could be a prime game. I would expect that to be a very tough game for both sides.
Let me get a quick scene swap here. Look at the overall standings. Next up for Mark Wahlberg, they have one more game against Average Whopper Enjoyers. I think they could. Average Whopper Enjoyers. That's like the new stack.
It is. From what we've seen, they're the equivalent of the KBJ stack. So they should get slaughtered pretty quickly.
Yeah, so a chance for Mark Wahlberg to claw themselves back into top 4 position.
Yeah, I think it's going to be tough because based on those top 4 teams that are there, Sessy Shitters, 2Hot, Scipio, and Monkeys, that is a very, very strong group there. Whereas if you compare it to potentially the standings for Group B.
Hey, the big shout out. I appreciate it. Whoever wrote that.
Time split. What? Shout out to Time Spliffers Future Predict. Perfect.
That's where my name comes from.
Ah,
That's
okay.
Sgt.Cortez is the protagonist of that game.
Ah, okay. Didn't know that.
If you ever, it was like the last gen before online play really took over. But if you ever have a chance to play the Time Splitters franchise, do it. It's a game that doesn't take itself too seriously. But still just rolling fun all around. Soups, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I will let you go because I'm sure it's late. I'm sure you've got a life to get back to.
Morning. Yes.
Yeah. Same here. But fortunately for me, it is only approaching 7. The benefits of living on the East Coast.
It really is. But anyway, it's been an absolute pleasure, and thank you for the cast.
Yeah, anytime. I will be on holiday actually during week 4, so I will be around plenty to do more of these casts to finish up the group stages.
They'll definitely be up for grabs, no doubt. So,
yeah.
I shall catch you later. I'm just going to pop in quickly to the GTO Team 1. Actually, no, I can't, because that's 5 out of 5. I was going to say well done to them, but... Anyway, I shall catch you later, good sir.
All right. Thank you very much again for joining me. Have a good one, man.
Peace.
To the rest of you, I will be streaming tomorrow. If you liked what you saw, be sure to hit the follow button. I do not stream all that often. I try to stream Fridays because that's the day that me and my friends do Deep Rock Galactic Deep Dives. Always a blast. Thank you so much for letting me cast these. Ari, Jonas, shout outs. Ari, also, thank you very much for the compliments in chat. Don't think I don't see that. It means the world to me. I know I'm not around that often for in-houses because of time scheduling. Just I'm at work during the in-houses, so I don't get to play very much. But it's nice to feel included like this. Have a great night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the cast. I will see you next time. I'll let you guys know any of the Week 4 games that I get to do. I will be sure to shout it out on Twitter. Thank you very much again. GG's to Mark Wahlberg. GG's to 2Hot4Dota. A 2-0 victory to close out the day. And close out most of Week 2. I think we still have some Sunday games, but we'll see you then.